Okay, so I might as well just start the stream. Uh, let's see whether this even works. Yeah, I we're a bit late. Also, I'm not sure whether this is even like working, and I'm not sure whether notifications are getting sent. I don't know anything basically. God, my makeup looks so bad without lipstick. Like the yeah, yeah. Okay, so I guess we're live, which is not something good. I will tweet. No, I will have to tweet. And I mean, I might just wanna write another Discord. Yeah. Um, I need to make a tweet, and then we will start with like TLDR things, and also like I need to change the stream. Like this was very yeah, stream, like we're late by like 5 minutes. Yeah, I usually when I'm streaming, I'm like prepared. Um, I don't know, half an hour before the stream starts. I'm like ready. This time, very much not. I was struggling to put this fucking maid dress on like 10 minutes ago. And so wait, I need a good picture of me. This is not a good picture of me, but whatever. Yeah. Uh, ready for stream. I also want to add an alt text. Okay, so now I've like made the tweet, and now people know we're live on Twitter as well. Um. Yeah. No. Nah. That's not. Uh, how do I time people out again? Yeah. That's not something I will take. Okay. So people. Yeah. What I wanted to say was I spent like I usually half an hour before I start the stream, I'm like prepared and actually like just sit here and wait. That's not the case this time, as you can maybe tell. I like um I stepped in the shower like by now maybe an hour ago roughly, and then yeah, I struggled to put the maid dress on like 20 minutes ago or something, and I I didn't do lipstick, which just makes me look worse all in all. Just did like foundation and blush and whatever. Um, I can't really do like and I don't know what the fuck's up with my lip right here. I don't know. It kind of looks bad on camera too. That's sad. So I just kind of I again did like the worst eyeliner ever, but you can hardly tell on camera. I think it even looks halfway okay, but it looks really bad IRL. And yeah, I would need lip gloss, I guess. But I said it like my German viewers will know that from like Blackhawks, I think that I only rock lipstick and no lip gloss. yeah. So like I need to get my Asian style makeup skills up, I guess. I don't have makeup skills at all, so like, yeah. Okay, so everyone knows we're live now, I guess. So I think we can start with work, like TLDR work. Again, like I haven't said this yet. This is a new win. First of all, I think I might want to dim my screens a bit and turn my, yeah, turn these lights. Yeah, I don't even need to dim my screens for that then. I might want to get my lights like roughly this. Yeah, I really don't know what's up with my lip here. I don't know. But okay. I wanted to somehow get my Safari to maybe in the same window, but I don't think I can do this. Like in the same window, open up a new tab group in another profile because there are no Safari profiles, which is cool. Oh, am I not logged in possibly? That's an interesting question. Am I not logged? I'm not logged in. If I use this tab group, I'm not logged in, as you can. Again, this doesn't matter, but it always breaks. Like after, like every other stream, it kind of breaks. I really don't like this. Okay, so I'm not logged in. If I'm when I'm like in this other profile, which makes this other profile thing completely hardly usable. Like, of course I can log in everywhere, but I might as well just not. And might as well just go into my normal tab group I already made. That's my personal thing. I mean, profile still makes sense with that, but yeah. Okay, so this is kind of, I mean, we have 21 PRs. Who did so much work again that we only have 21 PRs? That's crazy. Yeah, I think I wanted to, in case you're not familiar with the matter, I wanted to mention I wanted to talk about the maid dress again. Just if you didn't catch it. This is what I just posted. I said I would do it because of this is me looking very bad. I still hate this picture. And I said if this tweet gets more than 6.9 likes, I will wear the main dress for the next programming stream, and it got like 14 likes. So like, that's the whole story. That's the whole story of what happened. So, I mean, let's go through my notifications. I have too many notifications on GitHub. Many of these are for like things that are already done, because of course you get notified for everything, and then things get done. There's something German that's already fun, because I mean some of you might not understand. So well, okay, that's like other things. Like, let's go into TLDR. And then yeah. God, I need to concentrate now on reading like what is interesting. Oh, this is already interesting. I basically already said that I would be I think on the last stream I said something along the lines of like, I need to look at this PR, but it will require like an hour to read through the whole discussion. I mean, I already took part in the discussion like a while ago on our I think I can open up my Matrix client without any yeah, that's fine. You can see people who have been in my DMs, but that doesn't matter. This is the off-topic chat. This is a normal chat. A lot of things have happened here. I won't read through all of it because there's like 100 new messages or something. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, this thread isn't even so long. What happened? Oh, this is a new PR from Lina. That's interesting. What's happening? This was merged. When exactly? Last week? God. I haven't streamed in like almost 3 weeks because I don't know, busy with not really busy, kind of busy with everything, but also not busy. Just kind of not really felt like streaming, I guess. Also sometimes I couldn't stream because like actually busy with IRL. Okay, so this was merged like a few moments ago. Yeah, this is I might have said this, or I might have like looked at this like briefly in the last stream. Client specification says like it belongs in common. Yeah, this doesn't, yeah, pages are grouped by platform. The special platform like it doesn't even mention which platforms exist in the client spec, which is very good for these cases because we might need to add many platforms, or we like just added one platform and possibly a second one. I'm not exactly sure what we did and what we will do, but something along those lines. And so like yeah, we don't need to change anything about this because this doesn't mention specific platforms. And here the directory structure, I think this doesn't even, this I think also doesn't, yeah, this says like etc. This doesn't mention, like there's SunOS, which is Solaris. We also have that, it's also not mentioned here, like SunOS the SunOS and also Android, I think. The SunOS and Android platforms also are not mentioned in there, so we don't need to change anything for the new platforms. So let me sit a bit more comfortable. The stream background is, by the way, also so nice. I like need to put like Blowhaya here or something. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. So like, as I think I already kind of noticed on the last stream, we don't need to change anything. I don't think this is the case. I do not think that we need, like, any clients need updating. I don't think so, because I mean they might, but clients should be ideally smart enough to deal with this on their own. I want to switch to my cam for a moment to make sure I don't leak anything. So I what did I want to do? Right, I wanted to check. I mean, as we have now merged this PR, I think we have a new platform, if I got that correctly. Yeah, we should have an OpenBSD platform now in our pages. We do now have an OpenBSD platform. That is great. And the question is now if I do like what were those pages? Package add. Let's say that. Yeah, it tells me this is TLDR. TLDR tells me that platform doesn't exist. That might we might like have to specify a way for like how clients can and should treat the platforms, because we might want to assume that clients, like client authors, might not know what platforms could exist in the future. What platforms could exist in the future. So what I mean by that is kind of like in this case, we added the OpenBSD platform, and the client authors didn't know beforehand, so they don't support it. But it should be possible at runtime for the client, for example, to look up what directories exist and then just say, okay, those are the platforms that exist. That I can imagine how, for example, TLDR and many other clients might implement their platforms like as an enum type, for example, and that of course does kind of throw a wrench into this, because I mean, when it's an enum, you can't just add to it at runtime like new values, but I mean, you can just make it a string and do runtime checks to see like whether it's correct. Also, I think TLDR has like, I think you meant this type things like let's say make temp for OSX looks like this. Yeah, it has like did you mean. I'm not sure whether this is from the arc parser library. I'm not exactly sure what they use. I forgot it. Like probably clap, I would assume. It's Rust, so I don't know. I don't know whether that has these suggestions, or I don't know how it's implemented. But it would be like possible for clients to be forward compatible. And yeah, there's an ongoing client spec PR. That's interesting. I might want to contribute to that, actually. Add a way to escape the placeholder syntax. That is... Oh, that has been an ongoing debate for a while now. This paragraph, like examples for... This doesn't contain uvu, right? This... Seth Falco, bro, what's wrong with you? You put uvu in your PR. Not sure whether you were even able to read this correctly. Like I can... No, this is the best I can do, and I think at 720p that should be readable. Let's see. Yeah, it's fine. I can read it definitely. That's good. That's definitely an interesting question as to like how clients should handle like forward compatibility with new platforms. And yeah, yes, if we would add, I would suggest not adding all the platforms explicitly to the client spec. Like I don't think SunOS is in there right now. That's not the thing I was searching for. Whatever. Again, Seth Falco put uvu in there. I don't know what is wrong with them. So yeah, is it a breaking change for the place? That would be interesting. I mean, it is kind of a breaking change to do the placeholder escaping, so we might have like TLDR client spec 3.0 now, which will be a lot of fun. Yeah. Yeah, all of this is just like more work for us to get like the existence of like BSD platforms like this will haunt me for a while because there are many things where, for example, macOS inherited from FreeBSD. And before that, it was just fine to have everything like in OS X platform. Now we have to like check which is like common and then copy it over, and that's gonna be a lot of fun. So, yeah, I've already made my position on this. I think I got an email. Yeah, I got an email of like a quote from me from the Matrix chat. I like to hear everyone's opinion. I think those are the three most popular ones, plus OpenBSD. Yeah. And I wouldn't add any more myself after this. Each platform addition requires updating all the clients. It might not if the clients were implemented in a dynamic way. Okay, so like this is something I should comment on because I think it's like important. The directory changes look good to me, thanks. Nitpick, I wasn't just moving the install. Yeah. Excerpts from the chat rooms, OpenBSD edition discussion from himself. Someone seems to have opened up here. What do you guys think? And my reply was the only one, or what? Yeah, I wasn't sure, but possibly adding so many new platforms as having one BSD platform would be so nice, but also probably impossible because, as some have already pointed out, the BSD derivatives are very different in some aspects. A good example of this actually is maketemp. So it just went on my mental list of things to reply to later. I think adding an OpenBSD platform here, I merging this PR, assuming the pages are good, is probably the right judgment. Yeah. It is indeed better to have BSD platforms added in a single go than adding them later for updating the clients, plus these projects pass the notability criteria to be added to TLDR. Yes. Also agree with that. Delete, yeah. Okay. I might have like also nitpicky comments on that. Package and remove a package and its dependencies. Delete a package. Yeah, delete and remove. We might want to standardize on like one word. It's nitpicky. I don't want to comment on that necessarily. What I would be more interested in discussing is like the questions of whether we what do I want to say, of whether clients need updating. So I'm not sure whether like we have any discussion about this in the Matrix chat, so I might want to check that. I mean, like this was like 20 hours ago, so if I just scroll up. Hey, yeah. Yuri is actually yeah, I Yuri was actually reviewing German and stuff. I remember that. Yeah, that was TLRC things. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure. I think IMO, all the official packages should be the Python client, because like I like TLDR, but it's not an official client. So I think we should ship something official to users just installing like TLDR. Of course, always it's up to the maintainers at the distributions and at the package managers and whatever. But the question is like which official client we should ship and whatever. I'm not sure what they mean by that. You can't. They used to be physical swag. Yeah, they used to be. I still have one of the t-shirts. I still have two of the t-shirts. I really like them. Like the one from last year is so great. The one from before, so from Hacktoberfest 8, is pretty great. Yeah. Yeah, this did reduce the load. Pause. This did reduce the load on us as maintainers. I hardly did anything, so like I wouldn't be the one to complain about like having much to do with reviewing PRs. So like I wanted to comment on this. I don't think I want to write like a very lengthy comment on this, but I think I want to mention I've read pretty much this verbatim. I mean, this verbatim kind of the appropriate word here. I'm not exactly sure actually. Yeah, exactly the same words. I mean, that's not. Yeah, that's like. I mean, verbatim isn't really the word to use here. I've read pretty much this exact take. From multiple people in the discussions around BSD platforms, and I'm not sure I understand what you're referring. How is refer? Is that the correct? Is my auto? Yeah, it's working. Okay, so I think referring is spelled like that. I'm not sure. My English still sucks. You know that. And I'm not sure I understand what you're referring to. Shouldn't a well-written client be able to shouldn't a well-written client be able to display any page from any platform as long as it exists. I'm aware of the fact that some clients especially if they are written in certain ways, but honestly this hardly even applies, might choose to make platforms enum type, for example. For example, an enum type and check and well, thereby of course automatically does it, and check that it and thereby thereby check it's a platform the client knows about. But I don't think that's the right solution, at least in most cases. I would need like a bunch of TLDR clients to test with right now, and unfortunately I don't think we really have like a way to check something like whether it's like good in all TLDR clients. So the only thing I can I don't think it's a big problem like what what is shown on my Safari start page, but there's like that contained a bunch of things you maybe shouldn't have seen. Nobody cares, really. So like how does this thing parse platforms? Platform. Does this anywhere mention OS X? It does. Yeah, this for example has like platform, and then it has choices Linux, OS X, Sun OS, Windows Common. Yeah, that's not how it should be written in my opinion. It has been like a while since I last. This is just completely uncompliant, isn't it? Platform exists. Are you sure about that? I really want to know that now. Let's like brew install TLDR. I think that's a C client still. And then we can... That might lead us down a bad path, but... Let's see. Oh god, I have so much to update. Okay, opt homebrew. Let's just check bin TLDR. I think that's like... Yeah, that's what I want. And then let's see whether it works in general. It does, that's good. And now I can do like a p openbsd package add or something. Platform openbsd unsupported. Platform like unsupport. Where does this come from? Where does this come from? I don't know. And I don't really care. But we can see that I first want to uninstall this. So we can see that in the official Python and C clients, it seems to be that the platforms are actually hard-coded, which is fun. TLRC, is that the one that they debated, like, making an official thing? That is an official thing. Okay. I was not aware of that. I was not... Isn't that the one from that Lena wrote? I think that's the one that she wrote. I think I remember that, actually. Yeah, I think Lena wrote that. That's interesting. Yeah, I might switch from TLDR to this one, or I might not. I'm not sure. I might have to look at. I might have to have a look at it. Whatever. I think that was somewhat correct English. So now the question is, how does this thing parse its arguments? Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, yeah, I'm not sure whether this... Okay, this is like for, I think for like making sure you only select one, like that whole not and stuff. Yeah, okay. Not sure, but apparently most clients. In my opinion, clients should be able to look at the pages directory to find all platforms that actually exist. God, I can't type anymore. Yeah. So this is like a lengthy way of explaining platforms should be smarter. Did I say platforms should be smart? Clients should be smart. I'm really not 100% awake right now. I'm very sorry. To find all platforms that actually exist. And we could possibly suggest that in the clients. So that's yeah, that's something I think all clients should be able to do that, and so I wrote it there. Tracker issue 2023. What's that? Holy... What happened? Guys, what? This isn't the person I won't... Yeah, okay. This is the person I only have negative things to say about, but won't. This last month? Actually last month? Okay, then we already read this. We oh god, yeah, this is not a... I don't like KB Darum Krishna's way of like... Okay, I don't want to say anything that's gonna sound like... Yeah, that could be taken like a more negative way than I mean it. His way of just doing a lot of work and being nice to everyone, trying to I can't find a word right now. Trying to like do what everyone wants and stuff, and be like ultra welcoming and everything. In this case, I don't think is necessarily great, because this is a huge like list of things. So I mean, that honestly, that tracker issue isn't that bad. I think maybe that should be like a GitHub project, because why shouldn't it be? So for example, like roadmap, I haven't used GitHub projects like ever, but like if I look at this, I don't know, that feels like something, yeah. But I also don't know anything about GitHub projects. Like that's I don't do it. What's the deal with this? Yes, that's an obvious change. Let's check whether this is like correct. This right here is very nicely formatted. Oh, this is also net PBM. I think we already had fun with that on the last stream. So brush to PBM, convert a doodle brush file into a PBM image. Reads a Xerox doodle brush file. That sounds very interesting. There are no command line options. Okay. So it does recognize version, because that like everything from NetPBM supports that as far as I know. And then we have more information links correct. Just checked on that. Generate a PBM file as output for. I don't like the way this is phrased, but like after the comment above has been addressed. Address is spelled like this in English, isn't it? I always F this up. I mean, even like to address does exist in German. Both the noun and the verb, it exists in English and in German, and I always mess everything up. I tend to mess it up in German more than in English, but yeah. So why does this have like a CI problem? That's what drew me to it. License CLA. Yeah, have you signed the CLA? I know it's not good to have a CLA, but we have one. It's a very short one. I would not have started contributing to TLDR if the CLA actually contained anything really. It's just we can open source license your stuff. That's it basically. So really, delang tools for Linux. I saw somehow, I think I got tagged or something. I got like an email about this, but not really much has happened. I mean, they just kind of fought the TLDR bot for a few hours, and they didn't succeed. So what did they do? Like, they deleted the style guide. I already saw that. There's a clear template for this. I'm sorry. I'm getting a bit like I'm 19. I'm getting old and grumpy. Seriously, like I hate to see when people don't read the documentation first. They deleted the style guide. What the fuck? Like, I'm sorry, that's the only reaction I have to that. What the fuck, they deleted the style guide. Okay, very cool. So, yeah, that... more information, more information, more information, more information. It's spelled correctly, I think. I think that part is correct. I don't know what the bots, like, what problem the... Is spelled like that? I'm still not sure. With LD's pages en, I think we have like a thing with like making a pages en directory, which I'm like not entirely sure what the discussion was and how it turned out. I think like the pages directory should have been called initially pages.en, but for historic reasons, for legacy reasons, it's not that way. Which is kind of sad, but yeah. So I really like, I'm not sure what the bot has, like what problems the, like, does the checks have passed, so like I think it's actually fine. Maybe I don't know. Maybe let's just review the pages. And I would also be interested in how they managed to delete the style guide. What did you do, bro? Delete contributing guide, yeah. Style guide. Great, great. That's those are the best times to TLDR, when people do things like that. So, okay, decompiler for Linux. Is it only for Linux? Seems like it. I don't know. It feels kind of weird to have like a Linux exclusive compiler, but it says it's for Linux, so let's worry about that later, maybe. I don't know. Like, it might actually be completely correct. So what did they include? Generate code for all. I think I on the last stream I had like this, and I think I want to do that again. So I think it's a bit better to have the documentation here and the page I'm trying to review right here. This might be a bit hard to read, so let's make it like that. So DMD, official decompiler. Decompiler, not decompiler. Well, words are hard, I guess. And yeah. So I mean, that makes sense. Generate code for all template instead. That's a weird first example. That's a very weird first example. No, I already disagree with this. I will already my review comment in relation to DMD will be, this is not how you know. I'm not willing, I don't think I'm willing to put the time into lecturing this person right now. Like, everything about this is not correct. I think I have like a... I wish I could pull it up right now, but no, let's not go there. Oh, my Discord is not on my front page anymore. That's kind of good. So I think I might like, can I? Yeah, okay, here. One of these contains a thing where I was talking about. Yeah. This not so much. This might be it. Yeah. This is while we have had many discussions about that, for example, in there, we have not yet reached a consensus on how to mention short options. Yeah, I also don't think I'm not sure whether we write it like that. Definitely we I might just want to there's like an in-browser or we can just go to tldr.sh that contains like a usable, yeah, that's like in-browser.app. That's a usable web client for TLDR written in React and stuff. It's pretty nice. Yeah, I'm working on something in Astro. I haven't worked on it since the last stream, let's be real. So I think like let's check GCC for example. Why the F is this in German? I did not ask you to make this German. I would like it to be in English. That's the last option. Very nice of you. I'm sorry, this client is a bit unusable right now. There just ought to be links to like the other languages somewhere here. Like there's a lot of space on the screen. So path to output executable. And the source, yeah, like this, it's phrased like this always. Having a lot of fun lecturing people about our style guide. Not the German one. That's the one I still need to update. That might be a topic for a later stream. God, this matrix is somewhat tight. What is this? How the fuck are you able to do that? What the fuck? I didn't know about that. I did not. Wow. Hi lad, you're also here. That's great. Okay, so like that's a really cool thing. Like that note thing, I didn't know about that. It is cool. I really like it. Yeah, so I wanted to have a look at like somewhere here in like for the placeholder syntax or something. Yeah. Paths. Yeah. Yeah, that's Please use... You have too many hard drives already. You don't have too much of like me or something. You don't have you don't have too many pixels, but you do have too many hard drives. So it's a pretty simple decision, like which one you should invest your time into. You don't own any pixels because you're bottom. What did I want to write now? Please use the path syntax suggested in our style guide. Or let's just make the link from here. Yeah, I think like, yeah, if we have like a file extension, we put it in there too. So that's like, they can fix this on their own for the rest of the... I'm not the one to fix every instance of you making a mistake. You seem to have accidentally deleted the style guide. Could you please git revert that? About DMD, isn't it a as it is a compiler, I think the first example, or at least an example, should be compiling code. Should be straight, like, should be straight compiling code. I think that roughly gets the point across. Like in the GCC page or the GDC page, also suggesting, I guess. Yeah, so those are just like two issues with this. There are more problems with this PR and cleaning that PR. I can already predict. Getting that PR merged will take weeks. I can already predict that much because the author has like violated like every rule we have, so it will take a moment to correct everything. And they don't seem to be the best Git user ever, so that might also be fun. So yeah, speed read. That sounds interesting for like even just a command name. We have... Why did someone post previous? Is it that's the author of the... Why is there a new line in between here? Why is the description so long? Why is there another new line? Why are there controls written in a weird what did you do? Edit the review needed. I'm not sure whether a review is needed right here. This doesn't need a review. This is just wrong, and I explained it here why it's wrong. Yeah, this description is just way too long. Like what is the bot failing with? I'm pretty sure that that whole mess at the end is contributing, and otherwise what did they no? Oh, yeah, this is like I first need to understand what this thing actually does, and then I will be able to write a better description for it. A simple terminal-based open source spritzer-like provide as RSVP lined on optimal reading points. This is... I do not know what that is. I do not have the slightest idea what that is supposed to be. That is like very interesting piece of software. This command line filter shows input text as a rapid serial visual presentation. Okay. So this is like supposed to make you read faster or what? That should actually work, I don't know. Okay, that's the control. Yeah, they copy pasted the controls, which is fine, but you need to edit it. Yeah, it explains what RSVP is, which I kind of like, because I didn't know what it is. So I think like we need to collapse this into 2 lines. And this command line filter shows input text as a per word, a line on optimal reading points. This kind of input mode allows... Input mode, isn't it like an output mode, really? I mean, it's like copied from the README, so which allows reading text at a much more rapid pace than usual, as the eye can stay fixed on its own place. This is maybe even too long for... I'm not entirely sure how many characters these are. This is like 240 characters roughly. That's within the bounds, I think. That's not something we should do though, necessarily. I think we have like a limit of like 250 or 500 or something like that, or like maximum length of like a line of description. Yeah. Okay, I think like that's a bit more concise and to the point, and also more compliant with our spec and what our bot expects and every expects. Yeah. Okay. Some draft PR about something I don't need to worry about. Bengali translation. I don't speak that language. I prefer to not review PRs that are in languages I do not speak. Screen cap, German PR. I do speak that language actually. So I might wanna get the original page. Not screen capture, screen cap. What platform is it in? Platforms Android. Oh, I am already very happy about this path because it's completely wrong. Thank you. Screen cap. Bildschirmfoto as a literal translation of screenshot is like not literal, but like kind of literal translation of screenshot is okay. I think that's like usable. I'm hearing noises. And I'm not exactly sure what the... Okay. You don't hear anything, I think so, like, doesn't matter. Okay, so it's like... It's okay. That is okay. This command can only be used through ADB Shell. Dieser Befehl kann nur über die ADB Shell benutzt werden. Again, that's okay. That's oh, Nim and Nim, they're don't we have precedent for that? Grab how do I search for this? Nehme? I might actually be wrong. Wait, oh, I effed it up. I need it like this. IMO, it shouldn't. We already uses nehme I couldn't find anything with nim, so I thought so we might wanna standardize on that. Yeah, simple as that. Yeah, those two reviews are good. Für weitere Informationen, I don't think that's correct. I could be wrong because I don't do a lot of... But I think I've done enough German pages to know that's wrong. Let's take this, for example. Weitere Informationen. Yeah, that's more like it. Yeah. That's more like it. Has someone already said something like that? I don't think so, yeah. So it's... adding the Hacktoberfest accepted. Yeah, that's again like... we have done that the previous years already. Like adding the Hacktoberfest accepted label to say everything's accepted for Hacktoberfest. Some of these PRs were still rotting months later and recently closed or taken over by TLDR maintainers. That's really people who should not have gotten the accepted PRs for Hacktoberfest, because they didn't care for the PRs. They just submitted PRs that were... I have one, I don't remember right now the name of the person actually, but I do have like a specific person in mind. I think I remember their name even. I have a specific person in mind. I have specific PRs in mind that were still rotting months later, and that were really badly written. They, I'm very sure, had not read the style guide. And yeah, that just PRs that should not have gotten submitted, and that should not have gotten the Hacktoberfest accepted, because those almost count as spam PRs. Let's be real. Like, yeah, they submitted PRs that they could have checked to see they were bad, and then they didn't care for them when they got notified of the fact that it's that they had errors in them. Can you sign the CLA for this to go through? They have not signed the CLA. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, this... Okay, I might wanna check whether this is like all good. So I might need to add to my platforms the Linux platform, and then I might want to check for this. So, set an AppArmor policy to complain mode. I think I already checked this. Setze eine AppArmor-Richtlinie in den Beschwerden. This, yeah, I think this, you could argue that it should be complain here, because like it's like a almost like a proper noun, like a proper name. What's it called? I don't know, like something you don't translate, basically. It's almost like that in a way, but I don't know enough about AppArmor to speak on that. See also those things. Sie auch. Weitere Informationen. All good. Setze eine Richtlinie in den Beschwerdemodus. Set a policy to complain mode. Set policies to complain mode. Setze Richtlinien im Beschwerdemodus. Fahrt zum Profil. Fahrt zum Profil. All good. IMO, this PR is good to go. Yeah. This comment from me here, like that, I would like comment on that from other maintainers, because again, like it is grammatically correct, and in other places we have used zum where grammatically correct, but not very consistently so. So I don't know. I don't know what the deal with that is. What other people think about that. Yeah, the contributors should maybe sign the CLA so we can merge it. Some Indonesian, some stuff. I think now is the time to go through my notifications again. D-Lang, I think I replied to that, didn't I? Oh, that's about the... Okay, yeah. I wrote the pages for Linux, and in like... I do not know. Yeah, it's already... It's all very... that's what I wanted to say. It's all very... I don't know. I don't know, not something I need to worry about now. Add missing English page. What are you talking? Were there like... There were actually TLDR pages that were exclusive to languages other than English. I shake my head like, what is going on? How did this happen? Who thought this was a good idea? Okay. Okay, so like, I don't know. Yeah. I try to clone again. Yeah, okay, what I don't deal with this like it was dealt with anyways. AA complaint, I checked that just now. Yeah, adding Yuri as an org member, that's like a good thing. We did that. Yeah. They are now yeah, they are now a member of TLDR. Welcome to TLDR, actually. So also we added I don't know how the okay, let's assume this is pronounced Sebastian Speck. I don't know. I don't speak Dutch, so I also don't know whether I wanted to check it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so they were also added as an org member. That's great. Onboarding new people is always good. Yeah, a screwed thing that doesn't matter anymore. Also screwed, that's one of the things that we could also work on. Like it seems kind of like TLDR. I mean, we have a few notifications to clear out, etc., etc. But really, it doesn't seem to me like there's like a lot of work to do with TLDR. We just don't get so many PRs, and there's like a bit to do here and there, but really not like suited for like a live stream. So I might just like switch over to working on other things. I'm not entirely sure what Twitch allows and what they don't. So I'm not sure whether we should work on kink check on stream, because like it might be somewhat within Twitch rules, but maybe not. And otherwise, like we can work on other things. For example, on just transitioning more CM projects, etc., to Astro, which is always a good thing to do. I mean, that's what we did in that one test stream like a while ago. Okay, so like we have this checkers. Fix TLDR lint issues. What do you mean TLDR lint issues? Okay, that's an interesting. Oh. Oh yeah, there's like yeah, there are problems. I don't know, like I don't wanna go over. This is a oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, there all of these changes are probably sensible. And yeah, don't really need to worry about them. Don't really need to care. Other people check they're fine. They were merged. Doesn't really matter. Don't need to care about it. And so, I mean, that's that. God, so many things that happened actually. AC added page. What was AC again? That's a good edit. That's a good catch actually. I still don't know what AC is. What was okay, I need to make sure for uploading the stream that I don't need to make sure. All of the things that are in my gallery are within TOS and also don't really matter. Yeah. All of the things. You just saw my gallery for like a split second. Because I misclicked, because I tend to misclick. This happens way too often. I need to like fix this. But I don't really know a good fix for it. Yeah, like if you want to see it, I can show you. I can literally go on Discord right now and send you a screenshot. I don't care. Like what was visible was roughly this, and like it's, yeah, like none of these images like actually the problem is like there could have been spicy shit in there. It's just I cleaned out my library like a day ago or something, or 2 days I think even. So it's not that bad. I wanted to check what AC was. Yeah, it was oh yeah. How long you've been connected or logged in. Yeah, I won't bother to censor it out of the recording, because the only thing that is sensitive there is like a kink check that you can see in the top. And that kink check is of a person that it is not obvious that I have the kink check of. That's a kink check like from someone, and I will like make no further comments on who that is, because I don't think it's like in any way obvious who that is. I don't think you could guess. Like you can try to guess in my Discord DMs. Like it's you won't probably. Okay, so what happened here? That's not how we do things. You know way too many. I don't know way too many people. I don't. But it's like not obvious. Oh god, I don't wanna. Why? What's wrong with the page part with some people? I don't want to bother like reviewing this right now. Yeah, if you want to like if you want to have a guess, you can do so in my DMs, please, because like if I read it in like if it's in chat, that's not good. That's like public, and then I can't react to it, and I would like to. Yeah, it doesn't. I don't think that person has like a problem with like you knowing someone, but it being like de facto public is not a good idea. So I think we might like I wanted to edit the stream info. And other programming. So yeah, and other programming. So because I haven't marked this stream as like mature or anything, so we won't go into kink check. We will we won't do anything kink check related, but we can of course do other things. For example, the chrissx Media website, I started to transition that to Astro. I actually continued my work on that. Believe me or not, I did. But we're not done yet. I think we're like done in the way of like could just commit and push this. Will you censor? Yeah, I won't bother to censor the kink check because, or any like my photo library, because there was nothing sensitive in there. Half of those things are public anyways, or I will post publicly. And that kink check Yeah, it's a king check from some, like, yeah, I won't bother. I just, it would take like, I don't know, an hour to load it into an NLE and then like censor it out, and or I could try with FFmpeg, but I don't know how well censoring with FFmpeg works. That would be very fun. No. So yeah, I won't, because again, there's nothing sensitive in that. Yeah. So like this, I think this again is like theoretically ready for. Why is there? Oh, yeah, there's 1,000 changes for a reason. That's a complicated reason that I won't go into right now. But I think like the rest is like all well. And like, yeah, there's I mean, that makes it like the robots TXT is something where I think you can generate like a robots TXT with Astro, but it's not really needed. I mean, it's like a 2-line text file. Why would you need to do that? So, but it's a consideration for like future CM, for example, the CM designs package to have like a robots TXT generator built in, basically. Yeah, now you see my favorites page again, which includes faces of people and also tabs that. Yeah, the tabs don't matter. I mean, those tabs you see at the bottom there don't matter. That reading list is BS anyway. All of that doesn't matter. There's like screenshots from websites. There's another king check. There's another king check from another person. Yeah, you can't. I don't think you can read. Like, you may not at all be able to read it in the. Yeah, you are able to read it, but badly so in the stream. And there's a king check. There's basically a screenshot from a Discord call where you can see someone, and I like, yeah. Here's another like king check development thing, but that's not filled out. Very interesting what you can see on my favorites page, but all of that is like not sensitive. So what did I want to do again? I think I wanted to check whether the CM designs, so I don't want to go on GitHub, I wanted. You just saw something which includes the word bondage. But that's not really interesting, so let's continue. It's always so fun to stream like this well prepared and with something about LUFS. Yeah. I wanted to properly learn like whether there's like a difference between LUFS, DBFS, and I also very recently learned what DBTP, so like true peak, what that actually means. Yeah, I'm like learning audio engineering because of course I'm like that's the obvious thing for me to do. Like I kind of am okay with software. I sometimes like hardware, and I make music. Like, what's the one perfect combination of all of those things? It's audio engineering. So I'm like, I'm getting into audio engineering. So let's npm one critical vulnerability. That's fun. But I don't think that's like a... I think the only thing we need to fix that is like to upgrade Astro. Because that has like the updated dependencies to already include the fixed versions. And of course that will take half an hour because it's NPM. We all know how great NPM is. And yeah, it still has the security issue. That's cool. NPM audit fix. You don't know how horrible NPM is. Great for you. Did it now fix it? I don't know. Okay. You should stop talking shit. No, you shouldn't. Shouldn't. You... yeah. Okay, so like all of these things are like done and everything's like good, so there's hardly anything to do anymore with this. Like Astro 3.4 released. Oh cool. I actually might want to check the changelog on that. Fairy Princess Lucy on Twitch is in my browser history. There are also other things in my browser history right here. Very interesting. So what did I want to do again? I always get so distracted by those things. As with Astro, Steve. You have no idea what I'm doing most of the time. Okay, I'm like not doing anything interesting. I'm just like looking through TLDR PRs, telling all of them how stupid they are, just in a more polite manner. And I'm like just now checking out what like new Astro version there is. Do I seriously need to explain what the TLDR project is? Oh god, I had to, like, I already explained this to too many people. So let's just explain it on stream once more. I think I explained it like once when we did the initial. TLDR Pages is a great project. It is a... Okay, that was nothing sensitive. TLDR project is a collection of community-maintained help pages for command line tools that aims to be a simpler, more approachable complement to traditional man pages. That's actually a good explanation. That's kind of how I explain it. Like, yeah, it's like a man page without all the bullshit. Like, it's... You just want to know, like, first, like, let's take an example that I often have or had in real life. LN. This is the man page for LN. Okay, we have like source file, target file, okay. And then like your -s for like symbolically, okay. But you can also just do TLDR LN and you just see how it works. That's kind of a better experience, IMO. Okay, so I wanted to check what Astro 3.4 brought us in terms of new features. So, page partials. Page component can now be identified as a partial page, which will render its HTML content without including a... That's possibly great, because I wanted to generate SVGs with Astro, and I kind of like tore my hair out while doing so, and decided to not do it. A rendering library can access partial content on the client to dynamically update only parts of it. Okay. There's documentation. This is a documentation link. Thank you, Astro people. I assume there's documentation on the website about this. Not that. Docs Astro partials. Yes. So yeah, so these are like components. Yeah, but don't we already have like Astro components that are usable? You have no idea. You're too silly for software. I'm too silly for hardware. We have something in common. Like software, I don't know, software seems like to me seems so trivial and hardware is so often so hard because like too silly for everything. Yeah, okay, kind of same also, but like no, like hardware is like you have to deal with like physics with like things actually just having a weird side effect and then in the end it's like quantum tunneling or something why your circuit doesn't work. And software is just kind of, I mean, in the JavaScript ecosystem often not, but in like when you're doing low level stuff, it's often just kind of you write the software like how you think it should work, and then you write it down exactly like that, and then you can like mathematically prove it's actually correct. That's kind of cool. Okay, so yeah, I like so you can dynamically load oh, that's kind of cool. I think now I got how it works, like what the idea is, but I'm not sure whether we ever would need that. Yeah, why you want to well, you want to program because there are problems that are better solved when you program. Like that's kind of the obvious. Like you might just want to program because it's fun or something, but I mean the usual reason why you start doing anything is because it solves a problem you have. And yeah. Improved image optimization performance. Oh. Oh, that's cool. They now concurrently. That's cool. Depth overlay. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. Um, so obviously I assume it's like yeah, if you were good at it, so you like yeah, keep doing it for a bit and you will get better at it, and then you can write programs that are actually capable of solving your problems. Yeah, everyone starts small or whatever. That works out really well as like a dirty joke. Yeah, okay, time's also an issue, of course. Um, okay, so like the you need like what? You can write plugins for this like depth overlay thing. Okay, that's cool. I don't know. I'm not sure what the depth overlay like what exactly. It's still experimental, and so I don't think I'll use it. But when this becomes stable, definitely something I want to try out. So, now we've checked that. We have like the data check. Yeah, that all of that doesn't matter. Just Googling every time I run into a problem. Yeah, that's all I do. Like literally, like that's kind of what you do with programming when you don't like know what you're doing. then kind of the solution is to, I mean, ask ChatGPT might actually be a better solution, like genuinely using using generative AI for like programming things already kind of works. But yeah, it's just looking on Google or whatever. It would be a cool job if you're good at it. Yeah. Sounds like an okay job, I think. Yeah. Agreed. So I don't know. We don't really have anything to do here anymore, unfortunately. Like, it's just a matter of getting everything fully together, and you always forgot about ChatGPT. Okay, that's interesting, yeah. I remember the good old times when you could get it to generate Literotica. Good old times. Yeah, so what I want to say is really, like, this is here is really down to just generate Literotica. You, like, if you mentioned anything about like sex or something to it, it would refuse. But if you mentioned like kinks, I wrote like one prompt and got it to generate things. I got it to generate text with certain contents. Yeah. So I will try now for the like 20th time to say what I wanted to say about the like transitioning the CM website to Astro, which is that there isn't really any work to be done anymore. It's just kind of a matter of like getting it all. First of all, finishing up some unfinished other things, and then just staging all the changes, making sure everything's fully correct and committing it. I don't think that's interesting enough for a stream. Really, that's just something for me to just sit down for hours and like enjoy YouTube on the side or something. And yeah, just kind of stage all the changes and actually do it. Like, that's not interesting anymore. I have a tab group still. Migrating CM sites to Astro. There's still this tab group with like all the repos open that we wanted to transition. Yeah, I have KingCheck open here. I mean, KingCheck is all the fonts site was interesting. Like I don't think it's possible to do this in Astro, and even if it was, I don't think we would want to. So this isn't really a candidate for like transitioning to Astro. This is a candidate for, I don't know, maybe finding some better solution, but honestly, the current solution for the fonts chrissx is honestly pretty okay. It's like, here we have a Dart file, we have like a bunch of fonts, and then we do like some bit of magic to generate CSS from it, and then we just save a bunch of files. I mean, there's hardly anything to really improve about that. So yeah. The meme site has been transitioned to Astro now fully. I think we did that on stream. I think. And I mean, it's all good. We have just this one Astro file, 58 lines. It's not great, but it's okay. And yeah, pretty simple thing. I really don't remember whether we did this on stream or whether I finished it like offline. But it looks okay, it works okay, it's all good. The lyrics side is like a big problem because it should have been abolished like months ago, but because we haven't fully reached a consensus concerning the page that will replace it, it still exists. That's a big problem actually with the lyrics side. And the lyrics side also is kind of like, it has all these. It is used. Why the fuck is this blue? Like this always. I think, yeah, it's because of my browser side dark mode. I don't get it. It's sometimes this just turns blue because of dark mode. Yeah, it's such a long page, and it's like dynamically generated in the front end, and like because of the search box, it actually kind of makes sense, but it could still be done like better, and it's all React, and it's a bunch of mess of React, and it's badly written React. I think it's first thing I ever did with React, so yeah, it's really not great. Screwed is like the second thing I ever did with React. It's pretty okay, but yeah. Here is my website. I'm not sure whether we did this on stream. I think I started doing it on stream and then I finished it offline or something because there was like some minor thing. Pretty simple. I mean, it's just a very, very simple site. It will get big improvements. I have been wanting to improve my personal website as well as the CM site for a while now, and when everything is fully in Astro and good, we will be able to do that much easier. The idea is kind of, let me try to explain this somewhat. The idea is kind of to have like, instead of just what we currently have, I mean, currently my website looks like this, and the CM website looks like this. Currently, we just have a bunch of links underneath each other. What I would like for my website, at least, I can say, for my website, appropriate would be like a bunch of cards, maybe, like just here, like maybe with like a little paragraph that explains it. For example, when you have like the links to the Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Deezer, whatever. For those links, maybe, for example, like a paragraph, like my music is there. Also, there are some like CM things I would like to link to. So those also need to be included in the future. And then there's like a card with like all my social media and like messaging things and like those things. And for that we need like a proper like card design or something that I would like to like be a CM wide design component, and that we have not yet dealt with, and for a while. Screwed is actually an interesting question. I think Screwed might be like a pretty good contender for like, could just do this with Astro. Could just like with how simple Screwed was a while ago. It could have been like completely static React, not React, Astro, obviously. It was completely static React this week. For that reason, it could have been completely Astro and static. Now it can't be anymore because we do have interactive. Also, that's not good. My Git status does not look good. What have I changed? I don't think I changed anything. Yeah, that's interesting. That's very cool. I don't know. I changed something. I also changed something. Okay, I added like a to-do. That doesn't matter. Okay, I think we will transition this to Astro now. And I haven't done this in a while, so I might have forgotten how to properly... npmi Astro, I think, is a good starting point. I don't think we've also ever migrated anything like Parcel plus React based to Astro, which will also be very fun. So let's look at like a minimal example. I think my website would be a good example of this. Of like a minimal example of how to do Astro. So we need Astro, and obviously we need the CM design. That is so funny. Like last month, okay, that's interesting. But like a while ago, like version 0012 of the CM designs. By now we're at like 0023, I think. Some really fast development. Sometimes I just make a mistake and then I publish like 3 versions right after each other. Yeah, it's really good that doesn't have like a 1.0 release. That's like far away from a 1.0 release, because for that we would need testing. And we don't have testing, which is always good for a library. That's like a lot of fun. So installing Astro is gonna take forever because npm. Yeah, so we need that, and we're gonna need, let's look at KingCheck, we're gonna need this. The question is, will we stick with React for the time being, or will we already switch to Preact? I think let's just switch to Preact. It's no big deal. It's like simple. Just takes a moment. It takes a moment to install this. I hate it. I hate it so much. I think we already have a mod. We don't have a module. Yeah, we don't need this. God, this is taking like an amount of time that scares me. Scared bottom, Lamau. Also not a bottom. You have no urge to make yourself a website. Why? Like, you should have a website. Yeah, okay, so like this .vs Code, you have the, oh, I just completely misread. Yeah, and there are things happening now. Okay, that's interesting. We're getting like I didn't read a no, I just completely misread. I like I didn't misread, I just looked at your message and didn't read. You have the urge to make yourself, that's a good urge. That's an urge you should have. That's something you should do. Okay, so now it has actually installed Astro. That's good. I think we can even npm run Astro. That's not, yeah, it doesn't matter. And I think we can now npm run Astro add. Oh, yeah, okay. Maybe we should even like leave this out for the moment, and we can npm Astro add Preact. I don't want to write every page. Yeah, you're the prime customer for Astro. Like seriously, you don't want to, no, not necessarily. Like it depends on what you want to do. You could spend a long time like thinking about how to do it and everything. But seriously, I want to recommend Astro because it makes everything easier. And if you want to, like, it depends, like, how much content do you want to have? Like, do you want to have text, like, mainly, and again, it depends on, like, do you want to mainly have text or like a lot of text or whatever? And like if you want to have a lot of text, like you can just write in Markdown and some embedded images and videos maybe, yeah. Then again, like then you should use Astro with MDX, I believe. Like there is an Astro integration for there is an Astro integration for MDX, or you can just use Markdown. Like you can just use Markdown. Or you can use MDX, which is like Markdown, just a bit better if you want to. Like if you run into any roadblocks using Markdown, you should switch to MDX. But otherwise, just use Markdown to write your content, to like write all your text, and you can embed images and like videos. I'm not sure actually. You might need MDX for that. And then you can just, yeah, you can just write all your text in Markdown, have your images like included, and then use Astro to make all of that like nice and like there's a block template from Astro that pretty much does that. Yeah, you can just like do the npm create Astro thing, and it can give you like a block template, and you can just look at that template. I mean, that's kind of what you want, I assume, like similar, and then you can just go from there. Yeah, if you just don't have time, then don't. But if you have time, you should. You're saying now you will at some point and you will never do. Yeah, relatable. Okay, so I will. I don't even remember what Paco, I don't know, is. And we just had another interruption. That's interesting. That's very interesting. We had a interesting interruption. Okay, so yeah, you said you're gonna do it. You will never do it. Like relatable. That's all I wanted to say. I don't remember what Paco, whatever is. I want to remove parcel, obviously. Yeah. Jest for testing is still good. Like Jest is just kind of a usable test framework. So oh god, this is like the app. Oh god, I did so many bad things. Like even how much code is just in this component, and there's like commented out things for testing things. That kind of hurts. How badly this is like in part written. Like if Jonathan was here, and I'm seriously I have the question why he isn't here. One person DM'd me also. I'm really like probably like knowing Jonathan, he's probably doing something uni related. I think this, yeah. That's just such an obvious mistake that no. Oh, Paco is the deflate inflate. Yeah. Should I show you the worst thing about Screwed? I've actually used this an example for kink check for why kink check shouldn't have URLs with like the ratings, because this is what the URL looks like on Screwed. if I clear all threads, it's like a bit shorter. It's like quite a bit shorter. Yeah, that's like a, and if I just add one thread, it gets a bit long. Yeah, not even like actually longer, but if I add another one, it's like very well compressed and still like huge. That's not good. So like this is all not good. All of like this is like library type code. Yeah, and the whole thread file, all of that IMO should probably also already just be its own library. Like this should be like, yeah, the thread.ts files, it's pretty well split, I would say. So like the thread.ts file could just be a library. Yeah, that's the CSS is kind of okay for like how it looks. Yeah. Oh, and the way I did like the border on the tables, like that's interesting. I might need to look at that for KingCheck, because KingCheck is now right now using the tables rules attribute, which is like deprecated or something. You shouldn't use it. React doesn't officially support, or Preact at least doesn't officially support it. Okay, so like all of this is fine. We just need like a components, not a file. I'm dumb. Components and a pages, and we just have one page because we're very smart, and that page is index.astro. We're making this, I mean, I could have just put it in there and renamed it, whatever. This is the main file. It also and of course later we will transition it to using the CM designs library as it should. Yeah, oh god, the fact that still I haven't checked it against the ISO and ANSI standards is kind of a shame. Yeah, I wanted to, like, the ISO standard is like $40. If anyone, okay, if anyone wants to torture me, donate me 40 Swiss francs, and I will read the ISO standard on threads. That's a promise. I will. It's ISO standard, I forgot. It's like a very low number. It's probably in my browser history, but I will not show my browser history on stream. It's pretty clean, but yeah. Let's search for ISO. There's a bit too much ISO stuff in there. Maybe let's, which is ISO.org, I think. .org. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that doesn't contain anything interesting anymore. I think it's 68-1, maybe? I think that's it. 17? That's, yeah, 3 and 17 are also interesting standards, but I think the standard I'm referring to, 261 could also be it. Not sure, actually. That's great. Safari being Safari. Oh, this has been, yeah, this has been, oh, there's a new version of this standard now. That's interesting. There's a new version from October of this year, so from now, basically. There's the newest revision of this, of ISO standard 68. So that's like general purpose screw threads, basic and design profiles, metric screw threads. And this is general purpose Yeah, this is for like a... This is for a thread based on that. So it's... I think this is the standard I need. Here, 40 Swiss francs. If anyone wants to give me 40 Swiss francs, I will read the entire 5 pages of this. And there's a sample of this. That's interesting. Oh, yeah. I think that has existed for a while. Yeah. So that's something I would like to have. Yeah, so this is how the website looks right now. And we can now continue our mission to already streaming for 2 hours. That's actually, that's pretty okay. So yeah, oh, color scheme is an interesting, very yeah, like like theming is a whole big issue with the CM Design's base layout right now also. Yeah. I mean, all of those things are like okay to do in that way. We don't need that. We don't need that. We kind of will not need that for much longer. I don't think we need that. We'll come back later. Yeah, that is also like, I think, automatically done. Doesn't matter. Like, let's keep it in there for right now, but yeah. Components. I mean, we can just kind of put all of them in there. It is possible that it might just work. I would be very surprised though. I mean, let's just remove this. Let's do like export default function root. And then we can just call it root. And then we can not import any of those. Then we can, instead of using React, use Preact. I think I need to like remove my package log or something. That might take a moment for npm to get all the things together again, but it's already done. Yes. Like usually when you've been using, yeah, it has that, I think you need to, does not exist on event. Yeah, that's like a dumb thing that, yeah, doesn't matter really. Let's ignore that for now. Like there's a type error that we should care about, but not right now. Type errors are like secondary. Yeah, that's right here is like a great example of something that should just be an Astro component. Okay, so I think it's like very possible that it might just work now if we instead of here like this, we in this render the root. It might just work. I don't know. Could be possible, definitely. Yeah, somewhere. I mean, I forgot to include the client. Forgot to include. I forgot to include the client. Oh, client only. That's a good start, I think. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. That's not so great. Can't find variable buffer. Oh. Can't find a variable. Why? I mean, that exists, you know. Does it? I think, like, buffer isn't that like a... That's a node thing. Oh. What does that return again? A uint8 array? Isn't there like a B60? Oh god, I spent like too long fighting with all different all kinds of different fun things to like encode and decode base 64 in JavaScript in the browser. Parcel allowed me to just use the buffer API as like a polyfill. Now I don't have that. Now I'll have to figure something different out. And I'm not sure what I should do. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess let's just see. JavaScript uint8 array to base 64. What's the like proper way to do this? A to B and B to A is like the what we want. So that's like encoding to base 64, so it's like A to B. And it doesn't work because this is... Oh, this... No, what? Wait. Should work. Huh? What's... Ah! Data string! Are you insane? Oh, that's... Yeah, that's the fun part. The base 64... The base 64 function that's in like the basically standard library of JavaScript does not like it takes strings as like the binary things, which obviously doesn't really work unless you use like Latin 1 or something like that. That could work. That's really horrible. My data is binary. Does that work? Yeah, if you're using Node.js, I know, like, I think there might actually be like a buffer npm package, isn't there? Yeah. I mean, that looks somewhat credible. Let's just install some. Like that, I always do this. That looks very, very trustworthy. Shouldn't we just... I don't know. Let's really assume it's good. Like, I'm joking about it, but like, obviously I have to assume it's like... Yeah, so it takes that from import buffer from buffer. Now it's almost working. Now everything that's not working is because of the style sheet being like scoped. Yeah, now it's like it has one problem remaining, and that's that the image is way too large, and I don't really know why. But that's like we're already very far. I mean, isn't there like a size specified? Doesn't seem to be. I somehow specified a size, but I don't remember how. Yeah, fig caption. And image. Yeah, and I specified like an image size and it doesn't apply. Why doesn't it? Unsupported prop. Oh, that's weird. Probably I'm supposed to use px for that. Which is a pixel. Hello. Okay, so I mean that's like with that dark mode it's broken, but I mean that's the same page. It already works. We basically just transitioned this to Astro badly and it's already good. This root thing I think we can completely leave out. Yes, we can. And now, for now, it's just like this is like not pre-rendered and this is like all badly written either way. Like, look at this code again. Like, it's not good code. That of course needs to change. Also, parts of this should be use effect, I think. Some things here are not use effect that should be use effect. Yeah, this is use effect, but who cares? Like, I think this here should be a use effect. I don't know. It's always... Yeah, it's always an interesting question. Like, I think when you have anything that has a side effect in React, you're supposed to put it in use effect. By the way, do we need this ugly hack anymore? I don't know whether we do actually. I think it's just like not work. Hey, it works. By the way, why is this font so screwed up? I don't know. Probably because it's bold and it's unifont. But hey, we don't need that ugly hack anymore for a weird reason. I mean, global things just get initialized in Astro. They don't sometimes else in some other things. I mean, that's kind of the problem that we had before. Okay, so what I'm now gonna try to do is like take all of this and have a look at what's like static and put that outside of this. So the drawing is clearly can be put here. And look at that, no problem. What we can also do is just, like, first of all, we could just put this plane in here. It doesn't really matter. It's like, honestly, maybe we should just do that. I think that's like the simple solution. Like this, look at this bit of HTML, who cares? Yeah. Importing a module script failed 404. What? Oh, I think I know. Yeah. This right here. And everything works fine. That's great. And so now I mean, this is great code right here. Look at this, it's beautiful. So okay, yeah, this is really like a settings thing, and this is just a table here. I mean, that is how it should be split up. Oh, it will split it up, probably. Yeah, and then we need like a proper use effect and things. I think I might end the stream now. Like, we're at, what, 2:20? Yeah. And we're at the point where, like, actually, where, like, I don't know. I've streamed for a while now. That's a good something good again. To stream for a bit. What did I want to do? Yeah. I don't think I did this at the beginning of the stream, so I need to raise attention of my outfit again, because it's what I promised. I mean I explained the situation on Twitter before, but yeah. And I think we're just about done now. I think that's it. So I guess bye. And also bye to the recording.